You know, I don't remember ever going to church till we moved to town. When we lived on the farm, that was just something that I don't ever remember attending any church down there. We lived, well, we was on the farm and in the country, and it was just something we just didn't do. So it was a new experience going to church, which turned out to be a real good experience. And I think probably around 52, 53, I made a decision, accepted the Lord as my Savior, and it was at a revival meeting at the fairgrounds.
It was January 1st, 1949. It was on New Year's Day. And somehow our car wouldn't start, and Bill's brother, Stanley Camp in Lowell, had invited us to West 10. And I guess we just said, well, let's go over there. We were going to Droneville to a church and didn't know nothing. So we went over there. And the first Sunday, Bill made the remark, you know, they've got something here I've never heard. He said, you can go where you want to go, but I'm coming back here.
My mother was supposed to go to this training session for child evangelism, and they weren't supposed to be any kids there, but she drugged me along. And the teacher was not happy, but I hung along, and my mom said she forgot I was even there because I was so mesmerized with the message. And when we got home, I said, hey Mom, is what that lady said true? And I was 4 years old, and she said, yes, heaven and hell, that's real. And I go, I don't want to go to hell, and I want to know Jesus. I want forgiveness.
I accepted Christ in a youth group we had called the Jet Cadets. Ray Weaver was the leader, and we used to have it on Sunday nights in the basement of the church. And that's where I accepted Christ as an elementary kid. I was around second grade.
Bought land up there and built Southview, and at first Dr. Tabor sort of felt everybody should move to Southview, move up there. But there was a group there at West 10th. They were pretty stubborn. We weren't going to move up there. And so that's when Southview started their own work, and we started ours at West 10.
We were janitor at the church, and one of the jobs was ringing the bell 9 o'clock every Sunday morning. Well, Dad was sick that one morning, and I got to ringing. Well, I got a little hefty and turned that baby over. And we had to crawl up in the bell tower that following week and turn it back over. And let me tell you, that thing's heavy. And it makes a lot of noise when you're standing up there beside it.
My grandmother used to have happy hour after school that I used to go to, not every day, but a lot of kids in that neighborhood would come. They'd have a story, and then they always had cookies and drinks and stuff like that.
All the different programs, the missionaries and everything, the influence they had on my lives, you know, Marge's influence, Mary Keeper, so many godly women who I could say, I want to be like that. And I don't really remember anything that I learned, but I do remember the people and their examples.
I'm Max Shaw. I'm a story of grace.
I'm Gary Lauer, and I'm the story of grace.
I'm Barb Dieter, and I'm a story of grace.
And I'm Marge Camp, and I'm a story of grace.